Hi there, guys. Hope you're having a good day so far. So, in this video, I am going to talk about this 6-7 meme, which, as of October 2025, is still a trend. It is a trend that has been going on for more than 6 months now, and there's a lot of kids and teenagers that when they see 67 or they hear people saying 6-7, potentially they get in a group and yell out 6-7. So what's the purpose of it, and how can I compare it to 21? Well, 21 was the meme number when I was growing up, and I was in 6th grade, and there were a lot of times that we made 21 jokes at school. And there was one day in class, and there was one guy that asked another, "What's 9 plus 10?" And he said, "What do you mean? It's 19." And he said, "No, you stupid, it's 21." And then we all laughed at it, thinking it was lit like fire. And the 21 meme comes from a 11-second video on Vine where one guy asks his little brother, "What's 9 plus 10?" And the guy says 21. He says, "You stupid." And fun fact, I was born on April 21st, so there we go. 21. So that joke comes from, as I've said, a short video from Vine, whereas 6-7. So at the end of last year, Skrilla had released a song called Doot Doot, where at some part he says 6-7. But there was also a video where one kid, in front of a big audience during a basketball game, he shouted 6-7. To put it into a way that the 21 kid came up with an idea that got everyone attracted to joke about it, just over a video that some other guy was filming, and he asked him, "What's 9 plus 10?" And he said 21, like he didn't know what 9 plus 10 would be. And then everyone started joking about it. But about that kid that yelled 67, he basically got it from a song, a rap song, where Skrilla said 6-7. And that 67 trend has been milking so much more even than the 21 trend during the time that it was popular. It was being made a lot of fun with. So that's a brief difference. The 21 meme has come from a short video, whereas the 6-7 meme, 67 if you want to call it, has come from a song. And some people go on Reddit and say, "Hey, that's that kid named SCP-067, or imagine being player 67 in the Squid Game." And another reference of the 67 joke is about the NBA's Charlotte Hornets player LaMelo Ball, whose height is 6 feet 7 inches tall. And another point that I feel like this 67 meme has been spiraling quite a lot. You know, when 21 was the meme number 10 or 11 years ago, the joke was, "What's 9 plus 10?" So the first part of the joke, "What's 9 plus 10?" And if you get the joke, then you say 21. But if you don't get the joke, then you say, "Hey, it's 19, that easy." And like, "Hey, you don't get the joke, you stupid, it's 21. But with 6-7, let's say in kindergarten class, you learn how to count, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but the kid's like 6-7. Honestly, it feels weird. It would feel weird to be a kindergarten student in 2025. Basically, you are going to grow so much into memes from a very young age. It was 2008 to 2009 when I was a kindergarten student. when Instagram had just been released and there was no TikTok. Or let's say doing a mental math test in 2015. One question would come up and it says 9 plus 10 and you write 21. But in 2025, suppose you take a mental math test like you're in 3rd grade and a question might come up, what's 49 plus 18? And instead of just writing 67, you write 6-7. Or even write in words 6, 7 instead of the number 67 itself. Or let's say if it's a lesson that you're learning prime numbers, and prime numbers are some types of numbers that I'm interested myself. And so you count the prime numbers, you get up to a point where it goes 53, 59, 61, and then 67. But when you're counting the prime numbers, it's like 6, 7. But yeah, just to summarize this, it was 21 once, now it's 67. Like as kids getting into teenagers, we would go and say 21, but the full joke would be person A asking person B, what's 9 plus 10? And then person B saying 21. But that's basically just come from a short video, but the 6-7 meme is more from a kid who got it from another song. So there's 2, in fact 3 references of the 6-7 meme. While when 21 was the number that everyone laughed about, it was just a 9 plus 10 reference. Yeah. So that was 21 versus 67. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.